Hey everyone, I think I'm live. Welcome to the Oracle Hour. This is Pip Coleman. We're going to be doing some card reading tonight. Normally I do my show at about 12 o'clock on a Friday, but today we're just doing something a little bit different. So I'm coming to you live in the evening. So, hi everyone. Hi everybody. Welcome to the Oracle Hour with Pip Coleman. Today we are going to be doing some card reading and with the beautiful Moonology deck. So welcome everybody. Thought I'd wear a hat today. I don't know why. It's nighttime. It's nighttime here. Good morning, Amanda Stevens. Morning to you. It's nighttime here. Hi, Ray. Ray Louise, nice to see you. Welcome to the Oracle Hour. If you would like a reading, please feel free to make a little comment in the comment feed there. Just trying to get my hat right. So let me know where you're from, what you're doing. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about the messiness of being human. So if you, hopefully the delay is not too long. I am down here on Phillip Island, so the internet might be a little bit slow. But hopefully we can see each other and hear each other, and I can do some readings for you tonight. Hi, Jeannie Rose. How are you? Kerry Addison, nice to see you. Karen Barty, welcome. Antoinette, nice to see you. I'm very well. Amy Law. I can certainly do a card reading for you. Kerry Ramsey, nice to see you. Kylie Crawford. There's a few people around tonight. That's nice. Amanda, a move. Okay, all right. So just pop your comments in the feed if you would like a card or if you have a specific question that you'd like me to ask. As I say, tonight I'm going to be using my new favorite deck is the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland, which I love. And since we just had a full moon, I thought that it would be appropriate to use the full moon cards for you tonight. So, and a couple of little announcements. If you go to my Facebook page today, my business page, which is Conscious Courses and Therapies, you can get yourself a 15-minute psychic reading, a free 15-minute psychic reading. So all you have to do is like my page, Conscious Courses and Therapies, and you will get yourself a 15-minute freebie, which is exciting. So you can ask a bit more of an in-depth question. And I'm also going to be starting an online course on the 29th of September, how to connect with your guardian angels. So you can actually start to have a bit of a relationship and some communication with your own guardian angels. So how fun is that? It's lots of fun. So if you'd like to get involved in that, I have put the link into the notes underneath this video to my website so that you can go and have a look at the information of all the 5 weeks, what we're going to do each week. It's going to cover all sorts of things like learning how to use oracle cards to practicing intuitively getting messages from your own guardian angels, and also the signs that your guardian angels leave you so that you know that they are sending you a message. And when you ask them a question, how they respond. So there's lots to cover, and it's all good fun, which is awesome. So I'm going to go through and do a few readings tonight, and then I'll remind you again of those little freebies that are going on and courses that I'm doing. So let me just go back a little bit, and I think Amanda Stevens, let's just pull a card for you, hun, about your move. Let's see. All right, what do we got? Okay, excellent. That is a good, oops, I'll hold it over this way. This is a really good sign. So I'm not sure if you can see the words on that card, but it says expect powerful change. So Amanda, that says to me that there is definitely a move on the horizon for you, because any sort of change, especially with a new moon eclipse card, which is what this is, the new moon eclipse card, that is all about change, expecting powerful change. So I would say yes is the answer to that question. Amanda, a move is definitely on the horizon for you, because you wouldn't get an expect powerful change card if that wasn't the case. So good. That was easy. I love it when you get an easy question, a yes or no. That's awesome. All right, Kerry Addison. Let's see what we've got for you today, Kerry. Remember, you can pop a little note in there for me. You can ask a question. Obviously, these are just little quick readings tonight. But if you would like a longer reading, then you can obviously go to my Facebook page, and you can send me a message, and we can book in a longer reading if you want. Now, hopefully I'm not freezing there. All right, Kerry Addison. Okay, this is a good card to get right now, because lots of people are feeling I'm trying to turn the card the right way. It's time to release negativity, Kerry Addison. The beautiful full moon in Scorpio card is all about releasing negativity. So whatever's coming up for you at the moment, if you're having some thoughts that are kind of a little bit negative, if you feel like you're, just getting a bit caught up in the worries of life, it's time to release them. And as I say, we've just had a full moon, which means that you can get into the energy of releasing. Now is a really good time to release. So write a goodbye letter to all those worrying thoughts. Do some meditation under the full moon, maybe. Get out there and meditate under the full moon. What else can you do? There's some amazing things, like you can do tapping. You could ask the angels if you wanted to join my course coming up, the 5-week course to talk to your guardian angels. You can actually ask the angels to help you with releasing negativity as well, because there's certain angels that are also really helpful for looking after and letting go of negativity and worrying thoughts. So hopefully that was helpful to you, Kerry Addison. Let's move down a little bit, shall we? And down the list, trying to see who else would like to have a reading. So hopefully you can still hear me. I'm just moving down the list a little bit. Thanks, you guys. I know it probably is cutting out a little bit. Bear with me. So hopefully you're still there. All right. I'm just moving down the list. And while I'm looking for the next person who would like a card, I'll just remind you that on my website, pipcoleman.com, I have a blog on there and lots of cool stuff. There's some free meditations, and you can also, if you're new to meditation, I have some 5-minute meditations for beginners CD and downloads that you can get. So if you're a beginner to meditation, you might like to try the 5-minute meditations. And I also teach them in my class on Monday nights as well, as private sessions. If you would like a private meditation session, you can get in touch with me and we can do that. So I'm moving down the list here. I think. All right, here we go. Kylie Crawford, nice to see you. Kirsten. All right, Lynn McGee. Lynn, hopefully you're still here. And I can pull a card for you about, will your new place be all that you hope? This is for Lynn McGee. Oh, card jumped out. Beautiful. All right, excellent. This is a beautiful card, Lynn. This is for you. Take time to breathe out. So the disseminating moon is all about taking a breath out. And the breathing out moment is for us to just relax into the space where we've, now that you're actually in the space, or you're about to move into this new space, it's time to take a breath out. That means all this rushing and trying to get to this new place, you're actually going to have a really lovely, relaxing, peaceful time in the new space. So the breath out is always really good because it's about letting go and releasing and moving into the future. So that says that things are going to be really good for you, Lynn, in your new space, and that you can take a breath out, a nice, long, deep breath out. So, Lynn, I hope that is a little bit of a confirmation for you that things are moving in the right direction, and that is awesome. Beautiful. All right. So, Belinda Watts, I can see your name there. Lynn, I hope that was helpful to you, and hopefully you're still around and I haven't cut out for you. So Belinda Watts, this card is for you. All right. So the card for you, Belinda, is work through your fears. So the new moon in Scorpio is all about working through your fears. So anytime you get a card about a new moon, it's about starting fresh and beginning again, okay? So the new moon is about setting your intentions and focusing on the things that you want rather than on the things that you don't want. Because usually when we're having an issue with fear, it's because we're focusing too much on the things that we don't want, and we're not spending enough time focusing on the things that we do want. So what I would suggest that you do is begin to write out the things that you're afraid of and write the opposite of those things on the other side of the page. So you might write down, I'm afraid of losing my job, or I'm afraid of losing my home, or whatever it is, or I'm afraid that my relationship's not working, whatever it is. And then on the other side of the page, we want to write what we do want. What is it that you do want? You want to feel safe, you want to feel calm, you want to feel peaceful. And those are the things that you would use for setting your new moon intention, which, and the new moon is coming up on, when do we have the new moon? It's very soon, I think. New moon. Oh, I can't see it on my calendar, but whenever the new moon is, that's when you would set your intentions. And Yasmin Boland, the lady who creates these beautiful cards, Yasmin Boland has a really gorgeous, she has a full moon and a new moon kit that she produces on her website. So if you check out Yasmin Boland, got a fly on my hat. If you check out Yasmin Boland, you can see her new moon and full moon kits, and it tells you all about what to do at the different times of the moon. So, Belinda Watts, I hope that was helpful to you. And moving down the list, let's see, who have we got here? Liz Thompson, you're in Cairns. I used to live in Cairns a long time ago. All right, so Liz Thomas, I will pull a card from you. Oh, for you, sorry. All right, so Liz Thomas, this card is for you. Look at the bigger picture. So the full moon in Sagittarius. So this card, beautiful card. This is for Liz Thomas. So Liz, this is all about, you know, you're getting a little bit caught up in the details, a bit too much on the nitty gritty, getting a little bit nitpicky at the moment. So this card is just a little reminder to look at the bigger picture. Look at, you know, where are you living, and start to perhaps write a gratitude list about all the things that you're grateful for in terms of the bigger picture, not all the little itty details, but about the fact that you have, you know, that you're living in a particular house, that you know, that about your relationships, about your family, about your home, about, you know, the world in general. We need to look at the bigger picture and what is it that is actually happening for you in terms of how can you look at this and step back a little bit and get a little bit more perspective. You know, as they say, rise above to a higher vibration and look at things from a higher perspective. Imagine that you're flying over your situation like a bird, or you know, on the back of a dragon. For example, I was reading a really cool book at the moment called Uncharted by Colette Baron Reid, and she talks about riding on your dragons, and the dragons are your emotions, you know, your fears, your you know, anything that's kind of pulling you down and making you feel, you know, not so good. And she talks about riding on the dragon's back and raising yourself above the energy of the situation, the details of the situation, so that you can see more clearly the whole picture. So Liz Thomas, I hope that was helpful to you, about rising above the situation a little bit. Trish Fisher, if you're still here, welcome. If your first time, that's so cool. Fantastic. Amanda Stevens, Manchester in the UK. That's so cool. Haven't been to Manchester in a long time. I lived in the UK way back when I was dating somebody in the UK once. So I have visited Manchester, but I haven't lived there. All right. So I'm not sure if everybody can still hear me. Let me know. Hi, Laws Gilchrist. Hi, Tanya Dixon. All right. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm moving down the list. Let me just see if I can get this internet to go a little bit faster. It's tricky. All right. Clarissa, I'd really love to know if the man I've been talking to will lead to anything serious. Okay, so Clarissa, hopefully you can hear me. If you can hear me, that's great. So I'm just going to pull a card for you, Clarissa. Oh, okay. All right, so we had this card before for someone else. So this one is for Clarissa. Work through your fears. So the new moon in Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is obviously a very fiery, passionate star sign. And the new moon is all about starting fresh and setting your intentions and focusing on what it is that you want rather than on what you don't want. So one of the things that happens when we start a new relationship is that we do start to think about all the things that could go wrong, like it did in past relationships. So we need to work through our fears. We need to work through the issues from our past relationships so that we can move into the new relationship with a clean slate. So it's really important for you to get into dive into that process of journaling and writing through anything that you're fearful of, and maybe getting into using things like tapping. And if you don't know what tapping is, that's emotional freedom technique, which is really cool for helping release our underlying fears and worries and concerns. And if anyone would like more information on how to do some tapping, I'd be happy to do some coaching with you. You can always get in touch with me at Conscious Courses and Therapies at my my Facebook page. Happy to help you out. So, and if you go to my page today, you can actually get a 15-minute psychic reading for free if you like my page. And then we can have a chat. We can have a little bit more of a chat. So Clarissa, this is really important for you right now to let go of past relationship stuff that happened and move into a new relationship with love and the intention of it going well. Yeah. So I hope that was helpful to you. It sounds like it's a bit early at the moment to tell if this person is actually really serious, but it is important for you to be really clear about what you want so that when you are talking to this man, you can work out whether or not they're the right person for you. So, because you have to trust your own intuition on this, Clarissa. I'm getting a really strong vibe that you need to trust your intuition on this. And if you open up and let go of the fears from the past, you can actually tell a little bit more whether they're for real. Cool. All right. Nice to see you, Laws and Tanya Dixon. All right. Hopefully it's not too bad in terms of hearing me. I'm just working my way down the list. Trish Fisher. All right. Let's answer your question, Trish. Your invention. Interesting. So, Trish, I might have to get you to send me a message because I'm curious. What about your invention? That's so interesting. Or do you mean intention? Anyway, I will pull a card for you, and I'd love to hear from you, Trish, a little bit more about your question because I'm curious about that. I did shuffle then, I promise, but you also got the work through your fears card, Trish Fisher. New moon in Scorpio. That is obviously the message that a lot of us need to hear tonight. So Trish Fisher, this is for you. Work through your fears, and please get in touch with me because I'm really curious about what your invention is. This is very curious. I'm hoping that that answer is. It sounds to me like you might need a bit of assistance with regard to the with regard to that invention. But to me, the main thing for you, Trish, will be no matter whether it's intention or invention. I'm not sure if that was a spelling mistake, but the point is that you need to focus on more on what you want than on what you don't want. So because we spend the majority of our time worrying about the things that are going to go wrong instead of focusing on all the things that could go right. All right. Tanya Dixon, let me pull a card for you, my friend. What do you need to know? All right. Here we go. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Isn't this a beautiful, look at the color on that card. It's so gorgeous. I hope you can see that. So the energy is gaining momentum is the card for you, Tanya Dixon. So this is the waxing moon. And the waxing moon is all about the fact that the things that you've been working on, the things you've been focusing on, it's gaining momentum. The more that you focus on them, the more momentum that it's gaining, and that means that you're moving in the right direction. The energy is moving in the right direction. So we need to focus more on the building that momentum and keeping that momentum going. So make sure that you wake up in the morning and focus on the goals, the desires that you have, and make sure that you're spending the majority of your day focusing on the things that you want so that that energy can increase and increase and increase like a snowball. Increasing. So that's all about the waxing moon. Now, anyone who gets a reading today, make sure that you send me a message if you would like a picture of your card or if you'd like any more information about your card, because if you go to my page and like it at Conscious Courses and Therapies, you can actually get yourself a 15-minute psychic reading, which means that we can go more into detail on the card that you got today, and we can go into more detail on other questions that you might have as well. All right. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay. So, let me see. Oh, Clarissa, that's so cute. I love that picture. That's awesome. All right. I think Amy Law, I see you there. So, Amy, I will pull a card for you. I'm sometimes the tab is moving. That's all right, Amanda Stevens. My pleasure. So, Amy Law, something around love. All right. So those of you who are on the line right now, just a little reminder that coming up, starting on the 29th of September, Tuesday night, 29th of September, I'm doing a How to Connect with Your Guardian Angels course, starting a 5-week course. And if you'd like to learn how to connect with your guardian angels, just need to go to pipcoleman.com, to my website, to the store, and you can see in there the description about the angels, the guardian angels course. And I'd love to show you all how to get in touch with your own guardian angels and how to work with them yourself. So Amy Law, let's see what we've got here for love for you. Amy. All right. Okay. So, Amy, we've got the It's Time to Take Action card. Ooh. So, Amy, the new moon in Aries is all about taking action. So if you've been a little bit hesitant to take action, maybe to get in touch with someone who you're interested in, or maybe just go out and actually start to interact with people in the real world, maybe approach somebody that's you have been, talking to as a friend who you want to take to the next level. It's time to take action now. This card is really important for you to listen to, because when we are getting these sorts of cards, it means that the energy has moved to a point where if you don't take action, then the next person that person's going to move on, and there'll be another person who will begin to be drawn in. So take action, see what happens if you do get in touch with that person and have a chat. And if there isn't a particular person at the moment, Amy, then you could start to get out there and connect on some different groups, and then maybe you'll meet someone who's actually going to be of interest to you. So that is for you, Amy Law. All right. Rashita, nice to see you again. Let's go down the list. Hi, Colette. How are you? It's nice to see you. All right. Oops. Rashita, this card is for you. It just flew across the table. All right. So we're talking about love. That's interesting. So Rashita, this is the card. You got the Expect Powerful Change card as well. So the new moon eclipse. So that means that it's whatever's going to happen in your love life at the moment, Rashida, is going to be a powerful change. So it's time to get ready. Get ready for a change. If you are already in a relationship currently, then some things are going to start to shift in that relationship. If you are in a situation where you don't have a relationship yet, then expect some change there. So that means that you need to be ready. One of the things that I remember being told at one point is that if your house, and this is a bit of a feng shui tip, I read when I was doing my feng shui research for my classes that I teach, if you have in your house lots of pictures or items where there's only one of them, one item, like one statue, or there's a picture with like only one person in it, or one boat or whatever, you might be bringing in the energy of a single person. You might be only focusing on the energy of singleness. So what this person suggested to me, this feng shui person, they said, if you want to bring in the energy of a relationship, you need to bring into the energy, think twos. So you need to bring in photographs or pictures on the wall with two people or two animals or two boats. So whatever it is, make sure there's two of everything in your pictures, that you've got two candles, that you've got two, two bedside tables. Make sure that your bed has two bedside tables and two lamps, and that there's two statues, so that you're not bringing in the energy or focusing on the energy of ones. You need to make sure that you're bringing in the energy of two, so that you can bring in that energy of a couple, if that makes sense. So hope that makes sense, Rashida. And I think I saw somebody else was asking about relationships as well. Oh, Kerry, that's fantastic. I'm glad that was helpful to you, Kerry Addison. So, Rashida, I hope that was helpful. And I saw somebody else was asking about love as well. Yeah, so that's good. All right. I'm just going to see if I can change to the hotspot on my phone in case that will make my connection a bit better. But while we're doing that, I'm going to move down the list and see who else is here tonight. All right. Okay, let's do the mobile hotspot. That will do it. Okay. All right. Kirsten Dooley. Kirsten Dooley, we can pull a card. I can certainly pull a card for you. All right. Hopefully this will actually make things a bit faster. I'm just hotspotting to my phone. All right. Kirsten, this is for you. Ooh, how exciting. So Kirsten, prosperity lies ahead. Just put that up a bit closer to your screen. So the beautiful Kirsten, new moon in Taurus, this is all about prosperity. So just know that this is the start of a very prosperous time for you. So start to bring in that expectation of abundance. It is really important to focus on things around you that are abundant. So you can go out and, spend time looking at, lots and lots of trees, or lots and lots of leaves, or lots and lots of clouds. If you go out and focus on as many things that you can see that are abundant, that'll help to bring the prosperity and the abundance into your space. So that is the prosperity card, and that was for Kirsten. All right, Hayley Stanfield. Hayley Stanfield, I can pull a card for you. Hayley. Sorry, things are a little bit slow. The internet is a bit slow tonight. I'm hoping that now that I've connected to the hotspot, it's a little bit better. Good. I'm glad, Belinda. I'm glad that helps you. Fantastic. So, Hayley, I'm just pulling a card for you. Oops, it's jumped out. All right, Hayley, this card is for you. Is confidence is your key to success. So the new moon in Leo. So the Leo card is all about confidence. The lion is all about pride, but also bravery, courage, confidence. So one of the things that to be successful, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be wealthy, but what it does mean is that you need to feel like you're fulfilled, and that you're doing the thing that is authentically resonating with your soul. So be sure to do things that resonate with your soul, and then you'll feel more confident because you'll actually be doing things that actually make sense and resonate with you. And you'll be more successful because you're doing things that are actually resonating with your soul. So this card is all about practicing feeling more confident. So there's lots of different tools and skills that I could give you. If you wanted to do a little bit of coaching around that, feel free to get in touch with me, Hayley, and at Conscious Courses and Therapies, or you could go to pipcoleman.com, my website, and contact me via that way. Either way, I'm happy to do, coaching sessions with anyone who wants more information around their card that I pulled tonight. And obviously, that would be awesome. So, all right, we're moving down the list. Amanda Stevens. Okay, I'm just trying to see everybody's comments. I know it's going a little bit slow tonight, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm using my computer instead of my phone tonight just because I thought it would be better. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Moving down the list. Okay, April Perkins. You're feeling a bit lost. Sure, April. So I'll pull a card for you. I know it's a really tough time at the moment. It's a very emotional time, and we've also just gone through a big full moon as well. So that just amplifies all of the feelings that we might already be feeling. It just makes it even more. So April, thank you. That's very sweet. Let me pull a card for you, April. All right. Okay. So April Perkins, this is for you. A fiery climax approaches. So the full moon in Aries. So a fiery climax, usually this is all about really getting in touch with your emotions. So the fact that you have been feeling a bit lost and a bit confused means that you're actually coming to the point of a transformation. So, and a fiery climax usually means that we're coming to that space of like the end. It's about to finish. That feeling of that deep feeling of brokenness, of lostness is coming to an end. So it's really important that you see the end coming, and not, because nothing is forever. Nothing goes on and on and on and on and on forever. There's always a transformation. There's always a change. And whenever we're feeling that sort of lost and broken kind of feeling, it's usually because we're breaking down and dissolving an old pattern and starting all over again fresh. So you might have to go through a little bit more emotion to come out the other side, but just be super, super kind to yourself. Lots and lots of self-care is what I'm seeing for you, April. Lots and lots of self-care. So if you would like some more tips on that, I'd be more than happy to do some coaching around how to look after yourself better, take really, really, really good care of yourself, because you've been taking really good care of lots of other people, I'm sure. And so now it's time to take care of yourself. All right, lovely. So Liz Thomas, fantastic. This is great. Oh, hi, Melanie Ashlyn. Welcome from the UK. Nice to see you. And Hayley. Oh, I see. That's fantastic that you're all the way from New Zealand. That's great. Suzanne Avarillo. I can certainly do Avarillo. Let's pull a card for you, Suzanne. And yay. So, look at that. One jumped out and ran across the table. All right, so Suzanne Avarillo, this card is for you. A personal issue reaches resolution. So the full moon in Cancer, it's a very emotional card. The Cancer is an emotional sign. It's a water sign. So that means that whatever the personal issue is that comes to mind first, that is the one that you need to be aware of. It's time to get ready for that to finish, to complete, because the things that have been coming up for you are coming to a completion. So very similar to the last person that I read for, you actually are coming to the point of resolution. So that is for you, Suzanne, you to know. And if you want to dive in a little bit more to that card, if you want to dive in a little bit more to the issues that are coming up for you, feel free to get in touch with me at Conscious Courses and Therapies, my business page, or you can go to pipcoleman.com to my website and contact me that way. I'd be more than happy to do some coaching around how to kind of come through that personal resolution and just, do it in a really loving way for you. Because as women, we tend to take on everybody else's stuff, don't we? So it's really important to look after yourselves. So Melanie Ashlyn, you definitely can have a card. Cool. And I think I saw Kerry Ramsey in there too. So I'm just going to put Kerry's name down as well. If you're still on the line, Kerry Ramsey, I will pull a card for you. I did see that, but it's gone past now. But Melanie Ashlyn, welcome for the first time. Here is your card. Melanie, it's time to release negativity. So the full moon in Scorpio, this is not the first time we've had this card tonight. So that means that lots of people are really feeling that energy of negativity, heaviness, confusion. And that is perfectly fine, excuse me, with what's going on at the moment. So please feel free to send me messages if you would like more information, because obviously in this little show we can't go fully into our reading completely, and I can't completely help you with everything that's going on in 2 minutes, but please feel free to get in touch if you would like a more full reading, and obviously that way we can we can definitely definitely talk more about that. So Melanie, if you want to get in touch, pipcoleman.com is my website. I'm happy to do a little bit more, have a little bit more of a conversation around that. And I'm doing giving everybody 15 minutes for free, a 15-minute for free psychic reading if you get in touch with me and like my page as well, my business page. I'd be happy to, go into it in a bit more depth. So that would be great. April, I hope you're feeling a little bit better now that you've got that message. Clarissa, that's hilarious that that the guy is that sign, and I presume you mean that he's a Leo. That was the Leo card, wasn't it? Casey Morrison. Oh, you're a Scorpio. That's cool. All right. So, Casey, I've got a card for you, and Kerry Ramsey, I have a card for you. So, Casey Morrison, this card is for you. The beautiful Emotions Are Running High card, Super Moon. Look how big that moon is. It's amazing. So the emotions are running high at the moment, and look, across the whole world, the emotions are running really high. But for you particularly, Casey, as an empath, as a really, really sensitive being, you need to really give yourself a break. And one of the things that I did over the week is I took a whole week off, completely no emails, no social media, just total detox. It was amazing to not have the input from all of the different people around the world. Every time I opened up my phone, I wasn't connecting with all of that energy, and it was so amazing, and it was much more calming. My life felt more calm, last week when I did that. So I would suggest a little bit of a detox for you, Casey, a little bit of a technology detox. Take a few days, take a day of no phone. No internet. See if you can do it. And that will help with you feeling, overwhelmed with the emotions and too much energy coming at you, So I'm just going to, Melanie, I understand. It's a tough time at the moment. So Kerry Ramsey, this card is for you if you're still on the line. I did pull it for you. I just hadn't had a chance to show you. So don't let pride get in the way. That's really interesting. So back to the Leo card again, full moon in Leo. So Kerry Ramsey, don't let pride get in the way. And I think your question was something about your business. So I think if you want to send me a message and ask me the question, we can get into a bit more depth about it. If you want to send me a message, we can do the 15-minute free coaching and card reading, or whatever you need, basically. We can use the 15 minutes for whatever you like. And then obviously you can extend it into a longer card reading if you want to as well. But the Kerry Ramsey, don't let pride get in your way, because at the moment you're blocking the movement forward of this situation because your ego is getting in the way. So I hope that makes sense, but we can talk more about it if you want to get in touch, and we can do some coaching around that. All right, Shane Boardman, I see you there. So you're a Libra. Cool. All right, let's pull a card for you, Shane. It'd be really interesting if you get a Libra card as well. That would be interesting. All right, what do we got? Okay. Oh, okay. So interesting. So this is for Shane Boardman. Nothing is set in stone. So the mutable moon is all about the fact that nothing is ever going to stay stuck in stone. Everything's always changing. We're always changing. We're always becoming. If you're getting a little bit stuck in that mindset of wanting things to stay the same all the time, and wanting to keep things, trying to control things too much, then this card is just to remind you that nothing ever stays the same, that the ocean changes, the tides change, the moon changes, and as humans we change as well, because we're part of that world. We're part of that changing world. So it's really important for you, Shane, at the moment to know that nothing is set in stone. And that's also in regards to any decisions that you're making at the moment. You need to know that there's a possibility that things are going to change based on this card, that it's not going to be a final decision. There's a few more things that need to be shifted before you get to the end of whatever it is that you're working on right now. So I hope that made sense. Again, if anyone wants to get any more coaching around their card or has any more questions, please feel free to get in touch with me at pipcoleman.com, which is my website, or you can go to Conscious Courses and Therapies, which is my Facebook page. And yes, Amy Law, I love it. Yes. All right. Kay McKnight, yes, you can have a card. I've only got a few more minutes left, but Kay, I can definitely pull a card for you. Kay McKnight. It's a very strong name, a strong name for you. All right, so Kay, the card that is coming out for you today is the full moon in Sagittarius. So Kay McKnight, this is look at the bigger picture. And we did have this card a little bit earlier in the show. So it's time to step back a little bit from the details, really get a bit of a perspective of standing back and looking at the possibilities in terms of the bigger picture. So let's look at the world view. Let's look at the possibilities of how things are all working out for our highest good. No matter what is going on, everything's working out for your highest good, and looking at the bigger picture rather than getting stuck in the details. That is really holding you back right now. So Kay McKnight, I hope that makes sense to you. And again, if you need some help with that, or you want some more in-depth, discussion around that card, please feel free to get in touch with me, and we can work on that together. That would be great. Now, before I pull the last couple of cards, I just wanted to remind you that coming up on the 29th of September, I have a Connect with Your Guardian Angels course starting on Tuesday nights. So that's Tuesday nights in Melbourne time in Australia. So if you're interested in joining that 5-week course, you just need to go to pipcoleman.com/store, and you can see the description of that. And it's also an event on my Facebook page, which is Conscious Courses and Therapies. So you can have a look at the events there. The Connect with Your Guardian Angels course is starting, and I'm looking forward to showing everybody how to connect with their own guardian angels and their own intuition. So April Perkins, the page to go to for the free 15-minute reading is Conscious Courses and Therapies. That's my business page. So just go and like that, and I'll see your name come up as someone who's liked it. Or you can send me a message. Just send me through a message that says, I'm interested in the free 15-minute psychic reading, and then we can connect that way as well. Belinda McGill. Let me pull a card for you. Oh, I like this. North, south, east, or west. I love it. I love it when people give me a. All right, let's see what the moon has to say for you, Belinda. Interesting. Okay, so the moon cards are talking about releasing negativity and it's the full moon in Scorpio, which is all about emotions. So I'm going to say that because we're not specifically, it wasn't a specific question. The interesting thing is that I'm getting east. So I'm getting east, and that's because the east is where the sun rises, and the west is where it sets. So I'm getting the feeling that you need to start again in the east. So start where the sun rises. And by doing this releasing of negativity in that full moon space, which is right now, because we're just having a full moon now. We just had the full moon, in the last 2 nights. So now is a fantastic time to do a little bit of a ritual. Write down the things that you want to release, anything that you're feeling negative about, anything you're feeling afraid of, anything that you're concerned about in terms of starting fresh and moving forward, and then burn it outside under the full moon and release that to the world, to the universe, because I'm really feeling that. I'm feeling east. I'm definitely feeling east for you, Belinda. So send me a message and let me know where is east? How far east do you want to go? Eastern Australia or the Middle East? Or really, really? Like, how far? So thanks, everybody. We are coming to the end of the show. I think I've probably got time for one more. And if you, again, just a little reminder that if you go to my Facebook page, Pip Coleman Conscious Courses and Therapies, you can, and like it, you go into the, I will get in touch with you and you will organize a free 15-minute psychic reading for you, or coaching session, whatever you need. And Black Cat, I'm going to pull a card for you because that's the name that I see in front of me. All right. Okay, so Black Cat, this is for you. It's time to take action. The new moon in Aries is letting you know that it's time to take action. So whatever it is that you've been dragging your feet about, whatever it is that you've been not fully embracing, and you've just been sort of like being perhaps just a little bit lazy on, or you've been preparing, it's time to take action now. We need to stop doing your research, stop doing your reading, stop doing all the swiping left, swiping right. It's just time to take action now. So that is your guidance, Black Cat. The energy of Aries is all about action. So no more procrastinating. No more procrastinating for you. All right. Lovely. I'm just going to check down the page and see if I'm sure that I haven't had a chance to get to everybody. It's very tricky to get to everyone. Whoops. Excellent. My pleasure, you guys. Cool. Thanks, Carrie Addison. I appreciate the sharing of the page. That's awesome. Yes. So, Amy Law, if you're still here, sometimes it's another interpretation of the cards. Sometimes it is it's to do with the person's energy as well. So some people will get a slightly different energy reading because they are a different person. So the card will come out and then there'll be something that will really I'll be drawn to share with that person as compared to a different person who gets the same card. So it's yes, the card gives me a starting point, but the energy of the person is the thing that I'm tapping into? Thanks for asking that question. That's a really good question. Cool. All right. Okay. Lovely. Okay, cool. So thanks, everybody. I hope you had a good evening. Hope you have a good weekend. And I look forward to catching up with you next week. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing it at 12 o'clock or if I'm going to be doing the show in the evening. It'll depend on the day, but I will definitely see you next week on Friday. So this is Pip Coleman. Please feel free to go to my website, pipcoleman.com, and I'll probably won't use my computer next week because it's a little bit slower than my phone. So that's probably what the interruptions were this week, was that I was using my computer rather than my phone. So thank you for bearing with me. I really appreciate everybody coming and watching the show. And if anybody wants to get in touch with me, you can go to Pip Coleman at Conscious Courses, which is the business page, and like the page, and I'll be getting in touch with people to give you your free 15-minute psychic reading. So I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks very much, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. I'm just going to go down to the end so that I can see everybody, say goodbye to everybody. And yes, definitely get in touch with me. If anyone wants to get in touch with me, I am more than happy to chat to you. And thanks for all your messages. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now. This is Pip Coleman, and I'll see you soon.